brotherhood language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as
There they go.
Yeah.
What up, gangster?
Let's see. Why is it in reverse now?
It looks straight.
It's not reverse?
Not when I'm looking at it, no.
Talking about the Black AF.
It's right.
Okay. Because it looks reversed to me, and it ain't never looked like that before.
Well, let me turn Peace mic on.
There, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, homie, what's that you got in the background? What's going on with all that, though?
I got to represent the show, right? I had the T-shirt last week.
Yeah. T-shirts. I don't want your nipples up, so I understand the T-shirt, but you know. You know what I'm saying? Pete, you my guy, but you cross-pollinate. You got to know which hood you in, bro. That's all I'm saying. You know, I know where you stay, kind of. I know where you stay.
I've been there once.
Right. I know it's not a long freeway down another long freeway to another long freeway, but yeah.
We definitely got to get you guys on our show.
We with that.
I'm with it.
You know how I said our
Generally,
show?
y'all fellas ready?
You know. Yeah, definitely.
What'd you say about your show? What'd you say?
I said it's our show because, like, Brian, you know, it's been over a year since the original co-host has been on the show, so
it's been way over a year, actually. I handed it off thinking that y'all was gonna shoot for the moon and the stars and the moon,
and we have.
You do great things. So I was good. I think I made the right choice. I'm a proud deadbeat dad watching you from a distance.
You're not first, you're last.
Shake and bake. Shake. Bake.
Right on. All right. Brotherhood language approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black AF. And we got somebody that jumped over the fence from the real press start. He put up his own background. This will be the last time you'll see this gentleman on the show. We will be substituting him for somebody else.
Somebody else.
Because he's got to go. Now, I didn't introduce you last time, but I'm going to introduce you this time. I want to give it up to special guest for the month, Pistol Pete. Markeziovic, the hottest 35, 15 man in the game. Like he gets 35 points, he gets 15 assists, no turnovers whatsoever at all. And as usual, my partner in crime, my Tony Stark, my Eric Leshner, to my Doom, to my Thor. He gave me the Thor name, so don't be mad at me. Give it up for the dude that's just really finessing, flexing, really, really hard with the stuff in the background he's got going on right now. He's playing humble. You should have seen him in soundtrack. Look, there you go. That's what he was doing in soundtrack. That's what he was doing in soundtrack. Something wrong with your neck? You got a crick? Brian, Ghostwriter, aka extraordinaire, Brian Bush, y'all. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Hey, hey, hey. All right, gentlemen. Glad y'all are here.
You know what?
Let's see.
Before we get started, I love his t-shirt. Look at that t-shirt. Look at Pete's t-shirt. That shit clean.
Put your chest into the screen. Now get closer, Pete. Get closer. This is an iPhone. What is that?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
You remember that game?
Nintendo 64?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Hell yeah, I remember that game. Hell yeah. That was the only R-rated game Nintendo ever made. Ever.
Yep. Yep. That was a great game. I still have it. I still have the cartridge.
You still got a 64?
I do.
Wow. Wow. Well, golf clap.
Thanks. Yeah. Again.
Did I? Good eye with that, Brian. Good eye, guy. His eyes are working in it because he got two boxes in the back. That's just it's like a rack at least right there, right? Look at that. Look.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I have so many styles. Forgive me. Yeah.
Way too many.
Black as Fuck headquarters is popping. I wish I was there, but you enjoy your sisters by yourself, you selfish bastard, you.
I've got two controllers for both.
Nice.
You sound like Kai. I got two phones and they all on red. You understand what I'm saying? They're all the batteries low. Hustler. Shout out to Kai. We got to get her back on the show soon. All right. I've been distracted. We're coming back to a segment that we started to tease the last episode, top 5 game franchises of all time. And that's going to be the headliner. But we're going to be talking about some WandaVision. We're going to be talking about some Coming to America. You're trying to get some shoes or some geek stuff. We got some Pumas. We're going to get into that as well. And I'm not going to say the whole thing, but it's coming to a theater near you. And all I'm going to say is this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
One of the best
let's
intro
go to Brian
music.
because he got 7 systems right now. Yeah, ever. Oh, that might be a new category. Best intros ever. We doing that next week?
Ooh.
Are we doing that next week? We can do that next
week. We can do that next week. I got a couple right off the top of my head already.
You can't pick pole position because it wasn't on the TV long enough. Let's go. That's all. That's the only rule. That's the only rule. Pole position. All right, Brian. It's your world, bro.
I'm sitting here enjoying the concert, brother. Paul, he's over here killing it. Oh, Lionel Pendergrass ass.
That was the joint.
Teddy Ritchie face. Do the lean, brother. Do the lean.
Opposition.
Oh, oh.
All right. So when we got to talk about a show or a movie that not everybody has seen yet, it's called The Dance. And we got two things for the dance segment. We're gonna let Brian go first because I haven't seen it. I don't know if Markezievich has seen it, but we got to talk about Coming to America 2. And he's got a review with no spoilers. That's The Dance. That's The Dance.
Ooh, okay.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian. Talk about it, but don't talk about it. But
I'm
talk
gonna
about
put it this way: there's a lot of the old and a lot of the new, and they mixed it together, and it came out pretty good. I give it a solid B. You know what I'm saying? They did a good job. All the actors I liked. Even that one comedian that I was not really a fan of, whose name I can't remember. She was the black woman in Ghostbusters, the remake, the black chick. I can't think of her name for nothing.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah.
Like for me, she's hit or miss. Like she's really hit or miss. And and I'm gonna say she hit this one. All of the old folks from the first Coming to America, except for maybe like one character. Like I said, I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but all of the old folks come back. The music was live. Eddie was Eddie.
I was Simi.
Simi was Simi, brother.
I was
Simi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tracy Morgan is in it. He killed the game. Yeah, I think you'll like it. It's not too long. It's about 2 hours, so it's a good amount of time. It's a good movie. It's solid. It's solid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What didn't you like without saying what you didn't like?
Well,
what didn't you like?
What they crammed a lot into that amount of time. Like it was almost like certain parts of the movie were rushed because it was a lot that they needed to go over because it's 30-year gap, right? So there was a lot that they needed to go over, but we enjoyed it. I liked it. I would recommend you watch it. Like I said, everybody from everybody from the original comes back. There's a lot of surprises too. People pop up and you're like, what the fuck are they doing here? But it worked. A lot of references to the old joints, a lot of references to a lot of the old Eddie joints, as a matter of fact. So I say watch it. I say you'll enjoy it.
Does Eddie have his own shared universe? Did they make it official?
Yeah.
Eddie's done a couple things that kind of crisscross. That's all I'm gonna say. And then yeah, I mean, I think you guys would like it. Of course, the story is going to be far-fetched, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a comedy. Tracy Morgan was in it. He did really good. But yeah, I would say that it's worth the time to watch it. And it's on Amazon Prime, and for whatever reason, I thought they was going to charge, and it was free. So it's free right now.
No, it was free. Yeah. Yeah. I got a question real quick though.
Sure.
If there's a shared Murphyverse, if you will, does Maximilian make any cameos?
Murphyverse.
All I'm gonna say is you need to watch the flick and just pay attention. It's like Pete. It's like Ready Player 2, Eddie Murphy style though.
Nice.
Yeah. Or Ready Player 1. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, 2 came out in book form. Okay. It's not a movie yet. So the book's decent. Not as good as the first.
So Pete, you haven't seen it either, right?
I haven't seen it. I was gonna watch it this weekend, but just got away from me with the fights and everything going on, and so I'm planning to watch it. I was gonna watch it again today, but I just didn't get a chance. You know, life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah. I'm pretty. So you're saying you were upset with the lack of diversity is why you didn't see it. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're really saying?
That's exactly it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
There was at least 2 Mexicans in it.
At least.
At least 2 Mexicans and a possible. You know, they had 3 Mexicans and a possible. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what? It's funny. I was just watching the first one. Me and Jasmine watched the first one a couple of days ago, just in preparation of watching the second one. So,
right,
she loved it.
Right. That's what I got to do. That's exactly what I got to do.
Well, right now they're both on Amazon Prime, so
yeah,
and they both free.
But I think you got to pay for one.
Nah, it's free right now, bro.
Oh, is it free right now? Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay.
Nice.
Well, is there anything else you want to leave us with, Brian, in terms of the
Nah, because
review?
if I say too much, it ruins the plot. You know what I'm saying? So I danced as best as I could dance around that.
Are you doing a bankhead bounce, bro? Is that what you're doing? Did you just bankhead bounce?
But I'm sitting down, so I can't. I'm sitting down. But yeah.
Okay. Which system did you watch Coming to America 2 on? Was it the Xbox? Or was it the 5? Or you got a Jaguar back there? Like, what was you watching?
No, it was on the Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
It's just the Apple TV.
You should have watched on the 5 to get true 4K.
I'm saving that for the games, brother. I'm saving that for the games. Don't even trip. Don't worry, you'll be invited to Black AF headquarters, once the vaccine has been spread evenly amongst peasants.
Yeah, I got my appointment.
That'll never happen. Evenly spread. P, you better get over there when you feel like it, because don't wait on that.
That's all right.
Just take that long freeway to that long freeway, down that long freeway from where you live. That's where you live. That's where you live.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's okay. The PRPS headquarters has already had the 5 for a while, so I'm good.
Yeah, right. We catching up right now. We catching up.
Yeah, shit, y'all are lapping me. I'm looking for my PS3. I'm trying to get my backwards compatibility back, but that's a whole nother thing. We're not going to disclose more information about that. All right, it's my turn. And I know Brian hasn't seen it, but Pete, okay, let me just ask you: have you seen WandaVision?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So we got to dance it for him because he's on my right. But
okay.
So
I mean, I can only kind of lean like a total also.
Hey, okay, here's the rules. Brian, you can lean all you want because you got 7 systems in the back. Pete, that's not our logo. You keep your ass straight. You keep lined up right here. You can do this. None of this. No. We're not sharing universes around here, bro. It's all black AF. It's all black AF. All of it. What's the name? WandaVision. I'm just gonna put this simply: was the best episodic show I've seen since The Watchmen.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it right there. There's a lot of similarities, in my opinion, from a narrative standpoint to The Watchmen. Great job from the moment they started to the end. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna let Pete jump in. Go ahead. You got it, Pete. You got it.
Has Brian seen any of it at all, or is he completely?
I'm rewatching the entire MCU, and then you know how I do it, bro. It's gonna be a while.
Okay,
really
this is gonna be rough then, because
you can get that vaccine by then, and then get over there. Yeah.
So
I take it all back.
I think they did a really good job setting up the universe, setting up what's been going on, and like the first 3 episodes are a complete mystery. Like, what the hell? Like, you have no idea. I almost thought it was going to be kind of like a Twin Peaks kind of vibe. Like, it was just like a weird, like, just what the hell is going on? And then as they started to reveal things in the outer universe and things started clicking, like, I was part of the group that was on that one rumor train of, this is where they're going. This is what's going to happen. And, I was thinking the M word like everybody else, and then
the M
it
word.
just, the
What
M
you
word.
say? What you say?
But I mean, initially I was a little disappointed with the ending. The last episode, especially, is great. It blew my mind. But at the same time, I was disappointed that it didn't give that payoff that I was expecting. But it still opened up so much more. Like there's so much they can do with it now. It's like they answered stuff and then they give you way more questions just to be hyped for what the next movie is, which I think is Doctor Strange, correct?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, now I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Now I gotta watch it. Hold on,
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, and then Peter Parker with the multiverse and all that.
Yeah.
Multiverse
Actually, no, I think
starts with the Strange. That
And
starts
then
with
Peter-
Strange.
And then
Yeah.
Peter Parker has
Yeah.
to come next. Ah, okay, I'm watching that shit this weekend, bro. I'm binging that
Yeah,
shit this weekend.
You definitely got to.
Bro,
It's worth it. And episodes.
Go ahead.
I was like, the episodes they're short enough. They're only, I think the longest episode is 42 minutes. So I mean, it's easy. It's easy to binge, and it's worth it.
Bro, I've watched it twice. Like I've lapped it twice, just because it was worth it. Like it was that good. It was that good. Shout out to Dank Tank. They the one that got me onto it. Like he sat me down, he got me high, and said, "Watch this shit." I said, "Okay," and then I did it again on my own. I did the same thing and just ran the lap again. It's that good. It's not as good as The Watchmen, in my opinion, but in terms of comparing the two, it's right up there. It's for sure up there, for sure. I like how Black Twitter has acquiesced itself to the entire situation when it comes to the show. Pete, I mean, Brian, I know you've seen the memes. Like they've been memeing. Yeah, they've been on it. What my favorite is when he's got the turtleneck on, and then they put The Rock with his turtleneck on, and then they give him the herringbone chain. They give him they match the chains up, and then they giving him the hat, the dashiki, breaking it down to the white vision, and it's they talk about now Vision's half Wakandan because it's vibranium in the suit. Like they've been all over it. They've been all over it. I don't know how. I wish they could do a number two. Because to Pete's point, the ending wasn't bad. It has some plot holes in it, in my opinion, but it wasn't bad. It was, but kind of like what they did with Ant-Man 2, who I think Pete is secretly. Ant-Man 2 was a movie that Ant-Man 2 was a movie that they found a way to move the story forward, tease what was coming, and give you a decent ending all at the same time. And I think they did this again with WandaVision. It was really good, bro. You need to go on and unbox one of them systems, record yourself, and then go watch you some WandaVision for sure. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a perfect filler to keep us. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
No, it's just like you said. It's a perfect filler. It's been it's been over a year since we've had any new Marvel content, and so this was the perfect way to get that fix again. And just what's next?
Yep.
So when is Falcon and Winter Soldier starting? That's
Clarence.
Pretty soon. Yeah, Clarence and Winter Soldier. When is that?
Clarence and the Winter Soldier.
That's coming up. I
believe that's the end of the month. Let me check.
Yeah, the 19th.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for them because they got to follow that shit. Good luck.
Yeah.
That thing has to be like Starsky and Hutch meets MacGyver to have a chance to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
because
Sprinkle of He-Man.
yeah,
Right.
because you know that was gonna be straight action, straight. It's gonna be that espionage action type thing, or WandaVision was the exact opposite. Like WandaVision had you feeling things, like especially as they got closer towards the end, you saw like it had the nostalgia of all those old shows, and then especially when they got to the '90s and everything, like all that nostalgia is like, oh shit, this is fucking awesome. Like I remember, I know where they're pulling this from, and then just with the interplayed emotion of the characters and what's going on, it got you. It got you. It just pulled you in with every episode, like to the point where it's like, fuck, why is it the next Friday already?
Yes.
So Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Right.
So Winter Soldier and Falcon, that's gonna be a tough one to like. They need to really bring the A game.
Yeah. One other thing I liked about the WandaVision before we move on, that was the greatest finesse flex I've ever seen on an entire other entertainment entity I've ever seen. The way they flipped the Quicksilver, I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh God, yes.
The way they did that, like I was like, damn, Disney, damn. And it kept happening.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
kept happening. So
that's the thing.
yeah, but you need to get with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it this
Because
weekend,
just when you thought, how are they gonna top this? They do something else.
Right. Okay. Let's see what else. We're going to move on. Keanu Reeves, John Wick, Neo, the guy in Speed. I forgot his name, so you got to forgive me. Is got a new comic book coming out called BRZRKR, BRZRKR. It's pretty clever. I see what you did there. It's co-written by him, it's created by him, and there's a character in the comic that looks a lot like him. This thing is selling already. This thing is in pretty high demand. I think it's already shipped 650,000. They had a they had
50-cent numbers.
Right. They ran a Kickstarter back in September for 50K, and the fact that a celebrity like him needed to run a Kickstarter is something else we need to talk about down the line later. But anyway, they ran a Kickstarter, and for 50K, ended up making 1.45 million from the Kickstarter. So, like,
hey man, hey, can you send homie an email for some of the projects we working on? Hey, Keanu.
like, bro, like,
for you, bro. Hey, Keanu.
Super flex. So, it's available now. I think it dropped. Was it last week, Brian? Was that a week ago? I think it was Wednesday.
I want to say it was last.
It's usually Wednesdays when new comics come out.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. I'm a fan of Keanu. Every movie I just named, I've seen and loved. I'm looking forward to the new Matrix. I probably won't read BRZRKR, but that's just because, I'm not getting $1.45 million for my 50K Kickstarters right now. Yeah, I'm not in that situation yet. So, but Brian, what's your thoughts on this? You checking out BRZRKR? How you feel about Keanu going his own way?
I like Keanu, man. I've always liked Keanu. Keanu, any action flick, any movie that he's in that's got action, I'm fucking with it. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with that comic. I mean, that's Neo, man. Like, and I mean, homie, truth be told, I damn near crashed my PS4 getting Cyberpunk 2077 because Keanu was in it. I didn't know shit else. I didn't know shit else about Cyberpunk, but Keanu
just knew Keanu was in it.
Keanu was in it, and he looked real John Wickish. I'm like, this nigga, he gonna be something, right? So right. I damn near
breathtaking.
PS4. I damn near destroyed my PS4 for Keanu. I'm a fan, Joe. Like this, I've always liked Keanu.
Yeah, man. I wish you would just make a John Wick comic. Then I would have bought it. I'd take back everything I just said because
Well, I'm looking forward to John Wick 4. It's got to be coming.
They're doing a 4.
Yeah,
they got to. Like the way,
I think they said they're doing another one.
They got to. It ended for him to do another.
Long as Common's not in it, I'm gonna watch it. That's all that matters to me.
Nah,
That's
Common died in the other one. He ain't coming back, bro.
Yeah, we don't know that. He's still rolling down them stairs, bro. Anything's possible. Pete, what's your thoughts on the comic? What you thinking? How you feel about all this?
If Keanu's involved, I'm in. Like, huge fan as well. Like Brian said, it's just from Bill and Ted on. Like, I mean, I've been a huge fan of him. I mean, I even enjoy the first Speed movie because it's so.
Right.
It's just, you know, you can't help but like the guy. You can't help but enjoy the stuff that he does, and so I'm in. I was just looking at some of the artwork on it right now as Brian was talking, and I mean, it sounds like if John Wick just got fused with Wolverine and became
Wolverwick?
Wolverwick, yeah.
I'm with it.
Wickerine?
Javarine? Oh, look at Javarine.
But I mean, the artwork is really cool. And so, I mean, just the breakdown of it. A mortal warrior known as a berserker fights his way through the ages. I mean, I'm in. What more could you want? And it's Keanu.
Right, it's Keanu.
Right.
It's probably his life story. Goddamn, immortal guy doesn't
Right.
age.
Keanu does not age.
It's all the true stories of all the battles he's been in.
There's a handful of actors. There's a handful of actors out there, or I mean, I guess you would call them all actors. That when they come out, I'm gonna see their shit. And Keanu's always been there. The Rock has always been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford, Denzel, Don Cheadle. So, and if them 4 dudes got together and made a comic book, I would buy it too.
Yeah, I just ain't got time. I'm looking for more Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom. So that's all I'm looking for in terms of
What if
comics.
Keanu played Dr. Doom?
Okay. I'm in. I'm your Huckleberry. Let's run it. I'd go buy BRZRKR if it got me more Dr. Doom. Yes, it would. All right. Well, shout out to Keanu. We're gonna get you on the show one day. But let's talk about these Thundercat shoes.
Nigga.
Like for real, Thundercat shoes. Like thunder, Thundercats. Shoes. Yeah, you can get you some Airlinos for $120, or for all the ladies out there, you want to get you something a little fancy, but it's comfortable and it's nostalgic. You can get the Air Chitaras. You know what I'm saying? That's just drop 120 with that. They got the accessory with the pump. You can switch the back of the heel and put the pump on it. I'm lying about that. It does come with a staff. It does come with, I'm joking. And then you got the Cat Slayer sneakers, which this is funny because Panther didn't get no shoe. You know damn well Tiger wasn't getting no damn shoe. Like, are you rocking out right now? Are you really? Are you playing some Earth, Wind, and Thunder right now?
I was in it. You know how I feel about the Thundercats, man. They right there.
Yeah.
Right next to the
They're
right there.
That show is trash, Brian. I've been telling you that for years. It's trash. It's trash.
I will slap you through the fucking TV set.
You know what? That's blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Pete, you know it's trash. What happens when Thundercats comes on? The intro happens, Mumra says, I'm going after Lino. He pulls out the sword. They roll the credits. We'll see you tomorrow, 3:30, Fox 11.
That's all they need to do, though.
Every show.
That's all they needed to do.
Come on, Silky. Silky.
Let's not even talk about that. Because there's an episode where they turn Tiger into a crackhead. Yes, a fucking crackhead. That's how you knew they was filming that in LA. They was going up Fairfax to Hollywood. And they was like, oh wait, we can put that in the script.
You know what episode always stands out to me the most?
What's that?
The episode that always stands out to me the most is there was when Mumra made a copy of Panthro, and he had to fight himself in like this gorge.
Yep.
And the most badass character had to fight himself in a fucking gorge that was exploding with steam all around him. The fucking thunder tank was all upside down and fucked up. It was a masterpiece.
And what about when the new Thundercats came, man? Puma? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Puma? Oh, because you had a crush on Puma? The show's good now? Is that what you're saying?
I never saw the new episodes.
See, you don't even remember.
Man,
I never saw the new
one. The original one. This one. Volume 2. This one.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the new.
No, the new. No, they had a new that was kind of whack, but then they had a new that was dope. There was one season that Skinny got me to watch. That it was kind of fresh.
Pete, you need to watch the one that came out in 2010. You need to give it some time, bro. I'm serious.
Yeah. I heard that one was good, but because they came out with the one right after that.
And
it was all like, yeah. It was like, we're the Thundercats! And it was all like super, it was a kid. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this one,
garbage.
The people from Aang, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Voltron, this was their first project before all those happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, see, that's something I definitely need to check out.
Yes, you do. Yes, sir.
That's just right up my alley.
So
I don't agree with Skinny often, but you should watch that.
I definitely will.
As you show us, as you lean so we can see the PS5. You ain't fresh, bro. You is not fresh.
I don't gotta be. They is.
So with all that being said, none of us are buying Thundercat shoes, is what we've come from this.
In them Panthros.
I might buy. I don't know. I might buy the black ones. Those are pretty dope. I might pick those up.
I don't like white soles, bro. I'm good. And then, they got these lino joints with the Carolina blue, but I'm cool. I was never a lino fan. It was trash to me. And
yeah,
if you think about it, why aren't those kid shoes called the Wally Kits and the Wally Cats? That makes all the sense in the world, right? Like Heidi ain't got their own shoe. They the kids.
Yeah,
it's for the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do like the trend of geek shoes coming out. I mean, Reebok released the alien stuff. The trend of geek shoes, like pop culture and nerd based shoes. Like Reebok released the Bug Stompers a while back.
Yeah.
And those were they had the Ripleys, and then they had the Space Marines, and then they had the Xenomorphs. The Xenomorphs were sick, but you couldn't get them anywhere. PlayStation hooked up with Nike, and they had a PS4 and a PS2 one shoe release. And the PS4 one, the tongue actually lit up and pulsed like the PS4 did. Like that bar on the PS4, the tongue actually had the PlayStation logo on one, and it had the Nike. Oh no, they had what was the player? Forget his logo, but they would pulse just like the they would do the orange, and then it would go blue and pulse like the PS4. They were dope.
You know which ones I still want to this day?
Which ones?
I want them Air Martys, brother. I want them Back to the Future 2s, bro. I seen them. They came out, and then like they just disappeared. But
I got me a pair. I got me a pair.
They cost $1,200, right?
Not thanks to eBay. Nope. Nope.
Now, do yours light
Are
up?
these-
Do they?
Mine's light up, bro. They light up. B.
Nice.
I'm gonna need to see them shits. I'm gonna need them
Yeah,
next
I
week.
won't. Yeah.
Next week, put them up.
And they black too. I did it for the culture. They black, B. They black. They black.
Hey, you heard of him, Pete? He better have them shits on the screen next week.
Yeah.
Post them on the Instagram feed.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It ain't a PS5, but I'm going back to the future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sort of.
There you go.
All right. So I like how we talked about all the other shoes that we wanted outside of the Thundercats.
Outside of the Pumas.
Outside of the Thundercats, yeah.
I ain't never fucked with Pumas like that, so.
Me
But
neither.
I'll fuck with Panthros.
If they had Panthers, that's the one I'd be getting.
If they had Panthers?
Right.
Yeah, y'all found the best colors. The dark blue with the gray would have been dope. Instead of that orange and blue.
What if they actually had the Tigers on here and they're just invisible and they're like $99 in this case?
Oh, shit.
Good job, Tiger. Good job. Silky.
Way to go, Silky.
Silky, you
Silky.
fucking crackhead, you. All right, let's keep moving. Y'all are silly. Y'all being silly tonight. All right, I guess we got to get into it. So to keep it somewhat balanced, because it's gonna get out of hand, because that's what Black AF do. Let's get to this top 5 game franchises of all time. Now, gentlemen, I got a question to y'all. Are we sticking strictly to games for game franchises?
Ooh, see, that's a good question because I was going to ask that same thing. Because I got one game. Like, it's a solo game. It doesn't have any sequels. So it's not a franchise. It's just the one game.
No, we're talking franchises. It's got to have at least, what's a franchise? At least 3?
What, at least 3?
Let's say at least 3.
Yeah, at least 3. Okay, that's rule number 1. But hey, Pete, I say you can put that as an honorable mention. I got 8, 3 are honorable mentions. So
okay,
you want to drop that one?
I got 9.
Okay, you can't count. You can't count.
I'm only gonna say 5, nigga. I can count. 1, 2.
How much money you got, Smokey? Huh? How much money you got?
20.
My question is, now when it comes to the game franchise, are we strict? So are we taking in consideration like the other things that have come from this game franchise? Like if they got movies, something like that? Is that a part of the, you know what I'm saying?
You can bring that up, but the foundation is it has to have at least 3
that's the criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 games.
3 games. All
right. I'm with it. Go ahead, Brian. Lead it off. Kenny Lofton, this motherfucker. Go ahead. What you got?
Oh, man. Well, the first one, it has to be in my top 5. I don't know what number it actually falls, but Pete knows I'm going to say Assassin's Creed for me because of the story.
Really?
Yes, because of the story. Yep. It's layered. It's 3 layered story intertwined. It goes back like Assassin's Creed, bro. I got every single one of them. And here's the thing. You know how I am. Y'all know I'm a writer, so you know how I am about story. Story is very important to me. So important, in fact, that I'll deal with all the bugs in these games. These games be buggy as fuck. Valhalla.
That's why I don't fuck
Valhalla. Nigga, Valhalla. That shit was freezing on me every couple of hours, man. The latest.
Damn.
One, right, the latest one. The story was cold. The story was so cold. They had so much shit in the game, but the shit kept breaking down. And I'm like, nigga, I got to see the end of this shit. I got to see the end. So I put myself through that. Yep. I was walking on hot coals on my tippy toes to finish this fucking game because I like the Assassin's Creed story. The story is that thick. Now, the movie that came out, but the video game story, the core story of that shit is sick to me. It's always been sick.
Okay. All right. All right. That's a surprise. To be top 5 all time, Honorable
me?
mention, maybe.
For me,
Yeah.
yes, because of the story. It's
Okay.
in my 5.
For sure. Pete, let it rip.
My top number. You want me to start my bottom or am I starting my top?
Just give us one. Go from the bottom, and then
Okay.
we'll go up. Yeah.
From the bottom. I'm gonna go Mortal Kombat top 5.
Wow. This is okay. All right, elaborate, bro. Flagellate.
Okay, so
Flagellate.
let me tell you why. So I remember sitting in arcades and everyone's lined up for that fucking Street Fighter cabinet. And Street Fighter was dope, but Mortal Kombat brought something completely new. So the fact was that once you dominated somebody, you could add that extra bit of fuck you on top of it and kill them. There was all like Street Fighter always had these rumors about Chun-Li in the handcuffs or Guile and something, and like I forgot what he did. But there was all these urban legends about Street Fighter, but you couldn't do any of that shit. In Mortal Kombat, you could kill somebody and set them on fire. You could beat somebody so bad and set them on fire just for that little extra bit of fuck you, I beat you.
I love
That's
it.
funny.
I love it.
And then the fact that they took that concept and like Mortal Kombat is part of the reason the ESRB exists. Like
Yes.
that's how innovative this game was, and so it was just so different from everything else. Then it inspired like there's how many Mortal Kombat knockoffs are there? There's like one called Tattoo Fighter where the characters had a bunch of tattoos that they summoned.
Stop. You making shit up. Stop it.
No, I swear to God. And then Primal Rage. Primal Rage was a knockoff of Mortal Kombat. They just used dinosaurs and Ace. You know, there's so many games that stole that fatality feature and put it into their game. So Mortal Kombat just upped the game and added the X-ray moves and added the friendships and babalities and bestialities and all that other stuff. And it just became this monster that like it spawned 2 movies. It's a 3rd one's coming out that looks fucking amazing. It's just and then the lore of it. Like I mean, it's inspired by Enter the Dragon, Big Trouble in Little China. I mean, it's got all these awesome fucking like inspirations in the story itself that just add to the storyline, like the basic storyline of it's an island tournament, people die. I love it.
Who's your favorite MK character? Who do you play with?
Right now, I'm a noob main. I got to use Noob Saibot.
Hey, Noob is
the
nice.
Original Sub-Zero.
Noob is kind of nice. He's kind of nice. I don't like his customization stuff. It's really bland.
Yeah.
But see, they gave all that to Scorpion. Scorpion is like the MJ. He got the air kill yous. He got the swoop slashes. Like he got all the gear that you can get. Like no one else has got gear like Scorpion. It pisses me off.
Because he's the creator's favorite character. The creator of the game, that's his favorite character. That's why he's the logo of the studio now.
Right. He got the best fatalities.
If it wasn't for Noob, it'd be Sub-Zero.
I don't like the new stuff, but that's a whole nother conversation. Like, yeah.
So Skinny, name one. Name one of your top 5.
Yes. This is tough for me. Wow. I'm going to go. If we're going 5 and up, I'm gonna go Batman.
Nice.
Batman. Arkham Asylum was fire. Arkham City was even more fire. The 3rd one I didn't play because that was another daddy. That's a stepchild. That don't count.
What about Knights though?
But Arkham Knight, I never felt more like Batman than Arkham Knight. Like, I was beating up 6 dudes, and in the middle of them, I called my Batmobile. I finished them off, hopped in my ride, burned out for 88 miles per hour, jumped out of the thing, grappled, flew my wings open, and then triple killed 3 other dudes on the other side of the platform. I was Batman.
Yep.
I was Batman. So, and then that one, you got to fight Deathstroke in the Batmobile with those missions. You got to finish him off, and you don't have a radar. Deathstroke's one of my favorite characters. Everything they did with the Batmobile just added to the situation. They really couldn't do more with the combat system, which I was fine with, but everything they included with the Batmobile was fire. My only issue with Arkham Knight is that they ran that Jason Todd story again, which they ran it to a T. They didn't change it at all. But
yeah,
you're talking about like
they added an extra step into it.
Yeah, they put him in some armor instead of a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, the whole time I'm like, you're not gonna do the exact same thing, are you? You're gonna do the exact same thing? Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. You're lucky this game's you're lucky that's Deathstroke. But
the thing that made me mad about that game is when they in all the ads and everything leading up to the game, brand new villain, never before seen in the DC universe. Brand new, the Arkham Knight was but then he took the mask off and there was another mask underneath it.
Yeah. But that would be number 5 for me. That'd be number 5 because Joker's Carnival in Arkham City is Brian already knows that was the last thing I had to do to get my platinum in that. He already knows what I had to go through that. So I'm not gonna talk about it. Anybody that's done Joker's Carnival knows what I've been through. So that's it for me. All right, Brian, let's get back to you. What's your next one?
I'm gonna have to go with the Grand Theft Auto series. Grand Theft Auto series.
And, you know what? Yeah.
You know,
that's a good one.
To lean on what Pete said, if it wasn't for Mortal Kombat and people pushing the line and getting the ESRBs or whatever, Grand Theft Auto might not have been there. You know what I'm saying? And they pretty much up the ante every single time they release a game, and it gets better and better and better. And only thing though, I'm a little sick because we should be on Grand Theft Auto 10 by now. These niggas have been re-releasing 5 since 2014. But I ain't
still making millions.
Bro, the game still go. Tell me the game don't go.
It's been on 3 consoles. 3 consoles. PS3, PS4, PS5. And 3 fucking consoles.
And here's the thing, bro. The game still go. I'm gonna tell you. I threw that shit in the other day, and I'm like, man, like it's based on LA, and we stay out here. So like, I'm going through Hollywood, like mashing niggas. Like, you can't do it in real life, but yeah.
I remember him. He was on La Brea. Get that.
And we used to play online, bro. We used to meet Pete and the TRPS folks, man. We had a clan online, man. Like we was like,
it's still there. We're still pretty high up there.
Yo, we was murking niggas. This dude went and created my character for me, and he had me with, you know how I dress, man. You know my everyday. You know how I be looking.
The fashionable headwear.
He had home.
Did you just pull out a statue of yourself on the show, bro? Did you just do that?
Yes. He had his character looking just like me, man. He looked just like me. He even had me hooked up with a condo in the part of the city that I wanted a condo in. Because at the time, when the game first came out, I didn't have no bread like that. I'll be honest with you, I was a transplant. And so when the game first came out, I was still, stacking or whatever. And I told Pete, I'm trying to get a spot like, down, over here. So we get in the game. This fool has set me up. I had a condo in Hollywood. I had this dope ass whip that was real similar to the one I got now. And homeboy looked just like me. Man, I couldn't wait to play that game and run up on pop, 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 pop. We had tanks. Bro, we had tanks fully outwear tanks, had everything on it. We couldn't be touched. And when you play it online and you murk niggas, they come back, they can come look for you. but they couldn't fuck with us. We was laying niggas out. We was laying them out.
Yep.
Like we would kill them and wait for them to come back just to kill them again.
Yeah, we would just post up and just wait.
Yeah.
I might have some of those replays saved somewhere. I'll look for them.
Dude,
I'm sure I have a lot of them.
We need to get back on that. Like, I will reinstall that motherfucker. The PS4 is right here. I will reinstall that motherfucker, and we can go at it, Joe. Like, GTA definitely up there. GTA definitely up there.
Definitely.
And all the pop culture references that they make.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just senseless violence. It's a very intelligent story for each one of them. So,
and then I have a very limited experience with GTA, but you know, when they started dropping in the radio stations with all the hits,
yes,
like bro, like you could just turn that on and fuck around with the fuck around and have a good day. Like, yeah, I'm with that.
Brotherhood language approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as